Do you dream of living in a tropical paradise, enjoying warm winters and active lifestyle? Are you looking for a second home or resort for family vacations? Maybe you're an investor looking for a prime real estate opportunity in an area with a history of significant appreciation. For nearly 2 decades, the country of Belize has become a prime location for retirees, real estate investors, and people seeking the serenity and memories of paradise. At Buy Belize, it is our mission to make the dream of living, retiring, or investing in paradise an affordable, easy, and enjoyable reality.
Buy Belize offers tropical master-planned resort communities built with quality, serenity, and long-term financial stability. Belize is a Caribbean paradise located less than 2 hours from the continental United States, and which is quickly becoming one of the most exclusive places to buy a vacation home, to retire to, and enjoy resort-style living. Buy Belize developments are being constructed with a certified master plan to preserve the local 5 ecosystem, and the community is designed for longevity, sustainability, and with environmental responsibility. These properties have also been awarded Best Development in the Americas by the prestigious International Property Awards. Be sure to stay tuned because during the next 30 minutes, we're going to show you the paradise of Belize, hear from people already enjoying this wonderful place, as well as learn how you can own a piece of paradise for as little as 5% down with a rate as low as 2.99%, even if you don't have good credit. And now, here's our host, Darla Hawn.
Everyone loves the idea of owning a piece of paradise. The pristine waters, warm sun, the relaxed pace of life, wonderful cuisine, and local flair. But it seems like more and more the idea of paradise has been replaced with the over-corporatization of destinations, turning your favorite vacation spots into just another place filled with shopping malls and fast food chains. And with that overdevelopment, it's become harder and harder to find paradise at affordable prices. Well, don't be dismayed. Today, I'm here to tell you about Buy Belize, the company that represents elite developers creating master-planned resort communities built with quality, serenity, financial stability, and longevity in mind. In just a bit, you will meet the people responsible for maintaining the pristine and peaceful local environment, show you the sights and sounds of the community, and hear directly from people just like you that are already living the Belize paradise dream. And if you think you can't afford your slice of paradise, think again. Buy Belize offers some of the easiest financing programs, even if you don't have good credit. And now, to start off our program, let's meet one of the men leading the vision and development of this Caribbean paradise, Luke Chadwick. Welcome, Luke.
Hi, Darla. Thank you.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Good. So we get to talk about paradise.
Yes, we do.
And you get to work there every day.
Every day.
So everyone loves a tropical paradise.
Indeed.
Tell me, what makes your developments different?
Well, first, we're building them as sanctuaries. My development, Canantique Belize, is designed so visitors and residents can take in the local beauty while keeping the development from polluting the local scenery or environment. The location really is a natural wonder.
Why is that important?
For a lot of reasons, really. Our approach is to build with a concept of sustainability while being responsible to the environment. We aren't building some megastructure surrounded by corporate restaurants or businesses you find everywhere. Canantique truly is a unique experience. And people from North America will travel halfway around the globe to visit pristine beaches, walk amongst mangroves, snorkel along vibrant beds and sea life, fish the abundant waters, and swim in warm tropical oceans. Well, guess what? You can save the jet lag. We have all of that in Belize, and it's less than a 2-hour flight from the United States. You know, 50 years ago, Hawaii had the mystique of a tropical paradise. Imagine if you'd invested in a plot of land in Hawaii in 1960. What would that be worth today? How many special memories would have been made there over 3 generations? Imagine spending your retirement today in Hawaii without a mortgage. I don't think anyone would have a problem with that.
I know I wouldn't.
Belize is truly the same opportunity, but without the idea of corporatization and overdevelopment sprawl to taint the entire experience. It's my job to make sure that people who invest in Belize today will experience the same serenity in 50 years and not have fast food chains and mini-malls surrounding their land.
Why Central America? Why Belize?
First, it's closer than many people realize. It takes less time to fly to Belize from New York than it does from New York to Los Angeles. And Belize is less than a 2.5-hour flight from Houston. It's easy to get to Belize from anywhere in the United States. From a business standpoint, over the last few decades, the Central American coastal region has seen an explosion of real estate developments in countries like Costa Rica, Mexico, and Panama. But let's be honest, not all of those countries have a stable history, and the developments have not been thoroughly planned. These were built to meet demand, not longevity or sustainability. On the other hand, the country of Belize has a stable history, and real estate transactions are done very similar to the United States. All contracts are in English, and transactions are done in US dollars. There's a high level of security and stability in Belize, and our communities are being built on a crown jewel philosophy. It has limited space, and once they're sold, they're gone forever.
So this is a limited opportunity.
It is.
You mentioned stability. I recall reading a few stories that in some of the countries you mentioned, foreigners can actually buy the land, but must lease it for 100 years, and that land can be seized or nationalized by the government at any time.
That can happen in some countries. It did in Mexico a few years back, and Costa Rica and Nicaragua are currently in a coastal land dispute based over oil exploration. None of that is happening in Belize today or historically. When you buy property in Belize, you own the land, are able to pass along the property to family. You can buy it as an investor, let it appreciate, and resell it for a profit. I believe in the stability of Belize so much that I offer nearly 100% financing to prospective buyers.
Say that again, nearly 100% financing.
Our confidence in what we are doing has allowed our private equity to support our lending program. This means anyone buying a property in our developments can avoid going through the hassles of a traditional bank, and they can make a very low down payment to secure the property. From an investment perspective, you can get in with very little money down, make payments, watch the property appreciate, and resell the property sometime in the future. We have owners that are planning to retire in 15 years and making payments today, enjoying the property today, and will own the property free and clear when it comes time to retire. We also have opportunities for families to buy that vacation home and make wonderful memories while their children are still young.
What is the qualification process?
The financing process is very simple and straightforward. Believe it or not, everyone is approved regardless of their past credit, and the process takes about a day or two.
Okay, that is exciting. I know our viewers want to hear more about how that works. Let's follow up on that in the next segment. Now, I know you recently did a tour with our film crew to highlight all that Belize has to offer, and I'm looking forward to watching that. Before we see Luke's journey, our film crew also captured some testimonials from people that call Belize home. Let's see what people are saying about Bye Belize.
Everyone loves being in paradise, and the dream of owning a vacation home or retirement property in a tropical location can now be yours with Bye Belize. Bye Belize properties are located less than 2 hours from the continental United States, and there are several developments to choose from, including Canantique and Sanctuary Belize. Sanctuary Belize is designed on 14,000 acres of some of the most stunning land on planet Earth. Sanctuary Belize is a luxury development ensconced by a 5 ecosystem that includes pristine Caribbean beaches, a savanna, lush rivers and forests, and the world's second largest coral reef. Canantique, which the Travel Channel calls the Garden of Eden, is simply breathtaking. Imagine sitting poolside, enjoying exotic refreshments, scuba diving the pristine waters of Belize, enjoying a spa treatment, fishing the abundant waters, or taking romantic strolls along the beach and watching a sunset for the ages every night. Come discover the beauty and vision that this Caribbean gem has to offer. Awaiting you are magical memories and an investment opportunity of a lifetime. Similar developments in surrounding Central American countries have appreciated significantly despite lacking the amenities and quality of Bye Belize properties. Belize is located in the Western Caribbean, about a 4.5-hour flight from New York and Los Angeles, and is serviced daily by 5 major U.S. airlines. Go to buybelize.com now and request our free, no-obligation comprehensive brochure and learn how easily you can qualify to own your piece of paradise, even if you don't have good credit. Properties and plots are limited and going fast, so don't delay in securing your place to become part of the Bye Belize family. Trips are currently being organized for prospective buyers and investors, but space is limited, so go to buybelize.com now and take the first steps in making what could be the greatest investment of your lifetime.
We came in and When we saw it, we were totally impressed the first minute we got off the plane at Canantique.
Went down to Palencia, and it was just everybody there as we were riding down was waving and saying hello. It was pleasant.
They welcome you with a smile, and they ask you where you're from, and they say, "Welcome to Belize."
I found them to be very gracious. I found them to be very welcoming, and don't really want to go back, to be honest with you, to go back to the States, you know, to the hustle and bustle. And
just look around. God, if I wasn't sure before, I'm pretty sold now. I mean, this just sells itself. It's unbelievable.
We came down knowing it was good. We came down expecting to buy. Once we got down here and we saw the development, we knew this was the thing to do.
I wasn't sure how big of a project this was until we really drove onto Sanctuary. I was really impressed.
You know, my biggest thing was making an investment here is real, in my mind, really investing in the team. Just because, you know, the concept is great, but, you know, if you don't have the right people and the people who can actually make it happen, then it doesn't really mean much.
it comes down to, do you believe in the vision of Luke and the team here? And we do.
Welcome back. I'm Darla Hahn, and I hope you're enjoying our program about all the wonderful real estate and resort opportunities in Belize. By now, many of you are probably asking yourself how you can own a slice of paradise in Belize. Well, before we see Luke Chadwick's private tour of Belize, we're going to spend a few minutes with Mark Rademacher, the Director of Sales at Buy Belize, and learn more about how easy it is to buy a property in paradise. Mark, welcome.
Hi, Darla.
Hi.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much for coming.
Sure.
Because we all want to know about how easy it is to buy property in Belize.
Well, it's actually very easy. First, our contract is simple and it's in English. In fact, all legal documents in Belize are in English. We don't have situations like in some countries where you need to translate everything to make sure the deal is the one you expected.
Okay. Are there a lot of documents?
No, there's not. There's actually only a few pages. So, you know, I think in the U.S. we're pretty used to seeing these crazy documents, you know, with just pages and pages. But no, we make it very easy, easy to understand and easy to achieve, you know, that goal if that's what you're looking for.
Why would you want it any other way?
Exactly.
Can we talk about qualifying?
Of course.
Buying real estate gets a lot of people nervous, especially a second home or vacation property. Credit checks, banks, loan application, tax returns, digging up pay stubs.
Buying property with Buy Belize is different. First, the process just takes a couple of days, and we can generally tell someone within about 10 to 15 minutes of our first conversation if Belize is a good fit. We don't require credit checks either. The developers that we represent have the resources to offer financing. So lending decisions are made internally, similar to how a private bank or credit union here in the States approves loans.
That is pretty nice.
Well, it is. I mean, nobody likes to have their time wasted, right? We don't have to beat you over the head with some type of sales pitch. You know, people come down on our tours, our weekly tours, and it's always funny because they come down and they are very guarded, like they're ready for us to attack them, almost like a timeshare or something. But in fact, what they always tend to see very quickly is just how hands-off we are. Sometimes we've even been accused of ignoring them. And that's just because we're not going to go and force ourselves on them. We let them come to us, ask their questions, and, you know, we make it as comfortable as possible for them.
That is sort of the anti-sales pitch.
Well, it is. When people have genuine interest in what we have to offer here, the properties sell themselves. And indeed they are. In fact, our newest phase will be sold out before we originally anticipated.
Since the developers are also the bank, how do your rates and down payment requirements compare to traditional banks?
Well, let's step over here and let me show you some numbers.
Okay. So, Mark, what do we have here?
How about a little financial presentation?
Oh, great. Okay. How do your rates and down payments compare to regular banks?
How about as little as 5% down without any credit check and with an interest rate as low as 2.99%?
I don't think you can get that anywhere.
I don't think you'll find that anywhere, but our developers do and will continue to do so. And when you see firsthand the quality of the developments, as well as the master plan and then talk to the current residents, it becomes a no-brainer.
And what if somebody doesn't want to buy?
Well, then they don't buy. Like I said, we don't have a high-pressure sales machine here. The properties sell themselves. When someone comes down to see the properties, we show them all aspects of our developments. But there's also plenty of opportunity to get some alone time and personal enjoyment in as well. And truthfully, that personal time is usually what seals the deal for visitors because they see firsthand, without any outside pressure, that Belize is the real deal. When they realize that this opportunity isn't going to last forever, they join the community.
So how fast can they close escrow?
How does this sound? You can own the property before you leave Belize.
Truthfully.
Yes. We have all of the financial decision makers on site. You don't have to send paperwork from back home, go through some escrow process or unpleasurable underwriting escapade. If you want a property here, we're going to do everything we can to make that happen, quick and easy.
So let me make sure I have this correct. Privately financed means quick approval process.
Check.
It takes a day or two to make the purchase.
Usually a day.
Usually a day?
Check.
A down payment as low as 5% and loan rate starting at 2.99%?
Check and check.
Mark, thanks for visiting with me. I really appreciate it. If you want to learn more about how you could take advantage of the low rates and learn how you can visit Belize, go to buybelize.com now. One of our specialists, maybe even Mark Rademacher himself, will quickly get back to you. Now, earlier I mentioned that our film crew followed Luke Chadwick on a recent visit to Belize to document everything from the outdoor lifestyle to the different types of properties to the relaxing pace of life available through buybelize.com.
Everyone loves being in paradise, and the dream of owning a vacation home or retirement property in a tropical location can now be yours with By Belize. By Belize properties are located less than 2 hours from the continental United States, and there are several developments to choose from, including Canantique and Sanctuary Belize. Similar developments in surrounding Central American countries have appreciated significantly, despite lacking the amenities and quality of By Belize properties. Belize is located in the Western Caribbean, about a 4.5-hour flight from New York and Los Angeles, and is serviced daily by 5 major U.S. airlines. Go to buybelize.com now and request our free, no-obligation comprehensive brochure and learn how easily you can qualify to own your piece of paradise, even if you don't have good credit. Properties and plots are limited and going fast, so don't delay. Trips are currently being organized for prospective buyers and investors. Space is limited, so go to buybelize.com now and take the first steps in making what could be the greatest investment of your lifetime.
First thing I would say is, yeah, we are real people and not paid actors.
Talking with all of the developers and everything, everybody's very open and very upfront with you, and that's really refreshing.
If you're considering coming down on the tour, then that probably means that you are somebody with vision.
I think for me, it had to do with, look, if this is something that we're going to do, we need to do it now.
I trust these guys. It's a real thing.
It's a perfect opportunity. I see it as a great investment. I think you really can't go wrong.
You know, coming here, I didn't realize as much of what is available with the 5 ecosystems. I was impressed by that a lot, by the jungle and the savanna and the mountains. And it's just, it seems like you kind of are getting a little bit of everything here, which is it's impressive.
It's about 10 a.m. Belize time on Saturday morning. As you can see, it's a beautiful day, and we're about a short boat ride out from the mainland here to the Canantique Island. The island itself is going to be very exciting. It's a very unique island insofar as the diversity that we have out here. Almost the entire perimeter of the island is full of coral heads, which is just fantastic for snorkeling. The island itself is called Big Channel Key, and there's a deep channel here on either side of the island that drops down between 100 and 150 feet. So it's fantastic for fishing, it's fantastic for diving, also for snorkeling. There won't be a lot of development, and that's by design. You know, we want this to be a rustic, genuine, unique experience for people to come out. We're not developing or overdeveloping the island. We're just providing what we need for us to enjoy those leisure pursuits out here. On Canantique itself, it's a 5,800 acre development, so it'll be home to about 2,800 home sites. 300 condominiums on the beach. We have the world famous Cannon Peak Resort that as a resort was made the top 100 list by Condé Nast for the top 100 hotels and resorts in the world. Was also voted the #1 resort in all of Central and South America. So that's our beach club.
My name is Mario Navarrete. I'm the tour director, and we are here at Sanctuary Belize. Here at Sanctuary Belize, we're actually in a neighborhood called Sapodilla Ridge. Sapodilla Ridge is about 500 yards from water. So if you want to get to the Caribbean, it's a very easy pathway to do so. All the homes are custom designed. There are no cookie cutter, so to speak, kind of designs. We like for folks to really take hold of this, make it their own. So if it's a 1,200 square foot home or a 10,000 square foot mansion, it's really up to you. Here at Sanctuary Belize, we have about 1,500 home sites. So whether you're large scale or small scale, it doesn't matter. You're still going to have access to all the amenities, the equestrian center, the beach club, the marina village, full yachting experience out here at Sanctuary Belize. The idea with Sanctuary Belize is that you would never have to leave the premises to get anything that you're going to get in Belize. We will have it all here. We will be completely self-sustaining. From your grocery store, your gas station, your nail salon, or your sports bar, the marina village will actually have it all.
So this island is part of the Sanctuary Belize development. When you come down on the tour, you'll be coming out here to spend the day and just enjoy the magic that happens out here. So just ahead of me here, we're less than a mile away from the Barrier Reef. The marine life here is just unbelievable. So when you come out here on the island, you'll be able to do some fishing out here, some snorkeling, some diving, kick back with a rum punch, or fall asleep in a hammock out here. We have a traditional Belizean barbecue out here. A lot of great seafood, so the guys will go out fishing, and you know, if they come back with seafood, we'll throw that on the barbecue, and you're eating it minutes after you've just pulled it out of the Caribbean Sea. It's all day just to enjoy the magic and the beauty of Belize. Look at Hawaii 50 years ago. You know, these were islands out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, in the middle of nowhere, that was hours away from anywhere, and people were hesitant about its development, whether it would really take off. And 50 years later, well, we know the story about Hawaii. It is a postcard out here. I mean, you've got just unobscured beauty out here. The Caribbean Sea that you've got out here. You've got the great contrast with the mangrove and with the green against the blue. We've got sand out here, so we have our own private beach out here at the island as well. It's just a tropical oasis, paradise out here.
Imagine if you could turn back the clock 60 years and you were given the opportunity to purchase land in Hawaii. Would you do it? What if the same opportunity was put in front of you today? Well, with Buy Belize, you have that opportunity. And with the development conceived with a master plan aimed for longevity and sustainability. If you're just tuning in, stay right here as we are saving the best for last in our program about Buy Belize. Now, let's talk about why Belize is a great place to invest in. First off, in 1996, Belize passed two important pieces of legislation that provided people that moved to Belize a very attractive banking option that increases their financial privacy and created a sound banking system. If you're thinking about how to maximize your retirement investments, Belize is a well-known, world-class option. What about return on investment? Property values in Belize have been steadily increasing for the past 25 years. And in our developments, we have already seen a 50% appreciation in some properties in just the last few years. Real estate will always be about location, location, location. And Belize is only going to become more popular and exclusive in the years to come. How about stability? First off, Belize is a democracy and is part of the British Commonwealth. English is the official language, making all financial transactions easy to understand and simple to execute. Belize is also a member of the United Nations, and the United States has an embassy in Belize. Belize also has very strong private property ownership rights, and foreign buyers are able to purchase real estate in Belize unrestricted, giving them equal rights as Belizeans to own property. There are also a host of government financial incentives to encourage foreign investment in Belize. You simply won't find property rights like these anywhere else in the Caribbean or Central America. Lastly, The beauty of Belize is bringing in big-name celebrities like Leonardo DiCaprio, who the New York Times reported has purchased land in Belize for the specific reason of developing a resort. How does that investment translate? How about into a thriving community with some of the most beautiful natural landscapes in the world and an abundance of affordable and desirable real estate? Belize is truly one of Mother Nature's best-kept secrets, and today its doors are open to all who dream of building a new future in a country with a stable economy and democratic government. Belize is truly a land of opportunity and the place to make memories that last generations. For those thinking about retiring to paradise, Belize's QRP, or Qualified Retirement Program, is a government-supported incentive that can be incorporated in all financial and investment strategies in Belize. Qualification is easy and relatively inexpensive, and the staff at Buy Belize can help you get organized to take advantage of this incredible money-saving incentive. Now, let's consider just how easy real estate is to buy in Belize. Earlier, we heard from one of Belize's top developers, Luke Chadwick. His organization offers private financing with rates as low as 2.99% and with 5% money down. There are no credit checks, no lengthy underwriting periods, or extended escrows. Most people purchase property with Buy Belize in a day or two. Why would you want it any other way? Let's talk about convenience. Belize is a shorter flight from Los Angeles than it is from Los Angeles to Hawaii or New York to LA. From Houston, Texas, Belize is a little more than a 2-hour flight, and Belize's airport is serviced by 5 major U.S. airlines. From a financial standpoint and convenience standpoint, Belize is not only the best-kept investment secret in the Caribbean, it is the easiest to travel to. Now, before it's time to go, let's revisit the beauty, the serenity, the paradise of the country of Belize. After all, that is what we are truly talking about. Visit buybelize.com now and take your first steps to owning a piece of paradise.
Don't let your opportunity to own a piece of paradise slip away. Through buybelize.com, you can buy or invest in luxury real estate developments and begin making memories that will last a lifetime. Tours of these properties are currently being organized, but space is very limited and filled on a first-come basis. Go to buybelize.com now and request our free, no-obligation materials on how you can visit Belize and qualify to purchase property for as little as 5% down with an interest rate of 2.99% without credit checks or lengthy escrows and with the ability to close in just a few days. Properties are selling fast, so once inventory is sold, it's gone forever. Don't delay. Visit buybelize.com now and take your first steps on the road to paradise.